Why do we accept a life that doesn't satisfy us? There is a phrase by Sam Ovens that really affected me, and I paraphrased it in this way. We're ready to throw all our dreams in the toilet, but we'll never go below the lowest version we're willing to accept of ourselves. So why do we accept a physical condition that makes us feeling bad, without energy, and in a poor health condition? Not only physically, but also mentally. Why do we accept a financial situation that keeps us worried every single day? If we know that something is wrong, why do we prefer to distract ourselves instead of dealing with it? We know it, don't we? That being constantly tired, weak, and in poor health impacts every part of our lives. And what about the fact that a bad health condition could even shorten our lifespan? Whatever. We all have to die in some way, might be the classic response. And maybe these are the same people who say they would die for their children. Yet, even though many people are willing to do anything for their kids, why don't they choose to stay healthy and live for them? And of course, for themselves. How many of them would be willing to improve their health, to have more energy, positivity, and to pass on good habits to their children? This situation also affects self-esteem, and as a result, every part of our lives. It's not just about aesthetic, but also mindset. Think about what it means to teach our kids unhealthy habits. For example, seeking comfort in food or other damaging behaviors when they're struggling in life. Imagine how this could impact their future life, as it's already affecting yours. The same goes for finances. Give a man a fish and he will eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and he will be free forever. Why don't we learn to improve our own skills instead of complaining about those who have more? The answer is easy. Studying and working hard takes effort. Complaining doesn't. But what does this attitude lead to? Just frustration and a fixed mindset that blocks any improvement. Why, instead of bringing others down, don't we focus on improving ourselves? The answer is clear. Hiding behind excuses is easier than taking action. But we have to think about the long-term consequences of this. Most of us don't think about it. Of course, just like with health. There is always time. I'll start tomorrow. And then illnesses could come. Cardiovascular disease as well. These don't happen suddenly. Most of the time, just like self-improvement, they build up over time. So, what are you choosing to be? Forget about aesthetic. Comparing ourselves to others often comes from a lack of self-esteem. Forget about money. We're born with nothing, and we die without taking anything with us. And in between, we fight to own things. Money is there to keep us at peace. Yes, it's important, of course, but living just for money won't bring the happiness you're looking for. Unfortunately, many realize this only when they reach a certain level of wealth. Or, for most of us, they never get there at all. So, let's put all of this aside. Let's reflect on ourselves instead. Do we really like the life we're living? Are these the standards we want for ourselves? Is this the image of ourselves that we truly want? I apologize if some of this message sounds a bit angry, but it comes from my own frustration, my own journey and past choices. I know many of you can relate. And to those who still feel stuck with personal anger, I want to give a suggestion. Forgive yourselves. Don't fall into a cycle of shame, anger, or frustration. Forgive yourself and move forward. Remember, you always try to do your best with the tools and knowledge you had. It's not your fault if the tools and knowledge you had weren't adequate. And it's not your parents' fault or your environment's either, because they did the best they could with the tools and knowledge they had at the time. But today, in the information age, we have a great opportunity. We have the chance to change the future. Start with yours. Start with your actions. Often I judged my actions as right or wrong, but I've learned that in reality there is no right or wrong. We just need to look at our goals. Are our actions aligned with what we truly want in life? If we want better health, are we doing what it takes to get there? If we want more self-esteem, also through a better aesthetic, do our actions match this goal? Are the things we do every day helping us reach our goals? That's the point. And when anger or frustration comes up because we're not succeeding, remember to forgive yourself. It's a process that takes time to learn. And if you need help, don't hesitate to ask for it. I wanted to take this moment and to use this video to make an important announcement. And I wanted to do it today, November the 2nd. Today is my brother's birthday, so happy birthday to him. He is 9 years younger than me, and in the past I was a source of inspiration for him when he was little. But what he doesn't know is that despite being the baby of the family, he's been an inspiration to me. His determination, his willpower, his vision, his actions. While I've always been the lazy coach who rested, who took time, and only now I'm taking control of my life, he did always stand out in the family. And deep down has inspired all of us. I want to dedicate this announcement to him. Soon it will be the second anniversary of the founding of my company, the Italian Coach Ltd. On that day, which is November the 8th, 2024, I would like to officially launch my platform, where everyone is welcome. This platform won't be just for profit. I'm saying this for the skeptics out there. I want this platform to align with my life vision and mission, which is to genuinely help others. The purpose of this platform is to support people to live, feel and be better, especially those who can't afford to seek support for financial reasons. Of course, it will include paid options, which will allow the platform to sustain itself. As I mentioned earlier, I want to launch this platform on November the 8th, as long as my procrastination, usually driven by fear of failure, making mistakes or being judged, doesn't get in the way. But I really want to make it happen for the second anniversary of my company's founding. And for next year, since I have a special fondness for the number 3, I have a huge goal. A goal that scares me, but I know I can reach it with the right tools and effort. This huge goal will allow me to help even more people around the world and, perhaps in my own small way, make it a better place. With this announcement, I say goodbye. And by the way, happy birthday, Emma.